Welcome back to AWOD Radio here on the new Sports Radio 910 The Fan, now at 105.1 FM. Richmond's home for the Commanders, and Michael, we've got a game to talk about now. Bucks against Commanders. What's your preview?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. This is a great week one matchup. You got an even matchup, couple teams. I think this is a good red zone game, right? There's going to be action. There's going to be excitement. Scott Hansen's going to be coming to us a lot. He's let's go to Tampa. Let's bookmark whatever Dak's up to. We got a game in Tampa. I think it'll be a close game, high-scoring game. I like Jaden Daniels and Cliff Kingsbury in week one showing things they haven't showed yet. I don't trust this defense at all. I don't trust the corners to contain Tampa's receivers. I think this could be a shootout of a game, absolutely.
Yeah, I think it comes down to really who shows up first, because that's going to be huge. Who gets momentum in this game? I want Cliff Kingsbury and Jay Daniels to get the ball first, to go right down the field. I think getting off to a big start is huge, especially if the defense can then play with a lead, because you're right, I don't trust our secondary against Mike Evans. I also don't really trust our offensive line against the Bucs defensive line. It feels like going into this game, Jaden might be running for his life early, but that might be what we want, actually.
Well, it's the balance, right? It's the RG3 balance. You want him to run. You don't want him to run too much. You want him to last 17 games. I've got a full green light for Jaden Daniels. If he wants to run, I want to let him run. That said, we're going to see a lot more rushing plays than we did last year. I think you and I both know that. Austin Eckler, B-Rob, these guys are going to be pounding the rock and doing it often. If Brian Robinson can get 3-4 yards on first down, that's so big for this offense.
Players to watch in game one, I'm going to point to 4 rookies on the offensive side of the ball there, all right? So you've got Ben Sennett, right? I think he's probably the one where you have the most expectations for, because we were calling him Baby Gronk after one play. Brandon Coleman, starting in left tackle. That's a huge spot for him. He did it at TCU, guard and tackle. Can he do it in the National Football League? You look at Jaden Daniels as number 3. Luke McCaffrey. I didn't think we were going to be talking about him week one, Michael. Is he going to make some moves?
Depth chart, he's there. He's a starter running out of the tunnel on the depth chart. I'm excited for what he's got. I'm nervous that they're putting that much on him this early. That doesn't seem like a great sign offensively. Give me a little on the other side, right? Give me a little bit of Mike Sanristel, too. I think the rookies are going to have big roles on this team, partially because nobody who was here last year was any good, it seems like.
Michael, how do you stop Baker Mayfield? It seems like a joke of a question. Everybody makes fun of him. Yes. But 28 touchdowns to 10 interceptions last year is not a joke.
Yeah, this is a good run defense, but we're going to see what they've got on the corners. I don't know who you like to have the most sacks on this team. I just don't know who you'd even predict. Armstrong, Farrell, even Jamin Davis could be in that mix depending on how it goes. It's a big unknown right now.
Yeah, and I think you're right that sacks is going to be crucial in this game because Washington gave up so many last year with Sam Howell. Jaden's scrambling ability should be able to change that, and an improved interior of the offensive line. For Washington, I think Frankie Louvu could get after the quarterback a lot. He had, 7.5 sacks last year, I think, in Carolina. He certainly made his mark there. So that's going to be key. But in terms of stopping Baker, I think you mentioned it. If they're able to run the ball, then it's so much tougher to defend Baker with that play-action pass, Mike Evans streaking down the field. If you make them one-dimensional, you stop the Bucs' rushing attack with Bobby Wagner, with Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne in the front, and you force them to throw, then you give yourself a chance.
I like this run defense. I really do. I think Fedarian Mathis is going to take a step forward this year. I know he was on the roster bubble. I really think he could have a breakout year. He's got the raw skills. You're just waiting for him to put it together.
Yesterday, we saw the injury report come out. Anything that you think will affect this game?
Man, I'm nervous about the offensive line, right? And I think that's pretty normal. It's probably going to be Cornelius Lucas at left tackle, it looks like. I don't love that in an opener for a rookie quarterback. They're going to have to release the ball quickly. I'm not sure they're going to be able to do a lot of downfield, long developing patterns.
Yeah, I want to see Brandon Coleman get a chance here. I don't think we're going to see Johnny Newton. I think that was when they made the cuts and then they traded John Ridgeway, we all said, well, Johnny Newton better be ready to play week one. It looks like Fedarian Mathis will sub the 2 D tackles.
That's okay. I want to see some Fedarian Mathis. But yeah, the sooner you get the left tackle you love in there, the better for everybody.
But hey, Michael, if this is going to be a shootout here, this is going to be a very entertaining game for everybody's watching. And this is a huge opener for Washington to start this new era. I would love points on the board. I'm predicting a win, but if it's a 34-31 loss, that's a moral victory for me.
You're not predicting a win, Adam. You've seen a win.
I did. I had the vision.
You've seen a win. Hopefully I get a vision between now and game time. I'm not seeing what you're seeing. Maybe I'll go to the eye doctor. Maybe I'll get checked out before then. I like a high-scoring game, but I think Tampa wins this one. I'm just looking for some signs of optimism to carry me the next week.
Michael, it's always fun when you join the show.
Absolutely.
That's Michael Phillips. MP on the mic can be heard Monday through Friday from 10 to noon. I'm 12 to 3 right here on the new Sports Radio 910 The Fan, now at 105.1 FM.